21 years ago, my life imploded. My wife, Diane, and I had been married for 12 years with 3 kids, Jacob, Mia, and Ethan, filling our home with chaos and joy. We had our struggles, sure, but I thought we were solid. Then Diane dropped the bomb. She was in love with her boss, Paul, and was leaving us for him. She packed up, said a tearful goodbye to the kids, and walked out, leaving me to explain to 3 confused children why their mother wasn't coming back. I was blindsided, betrayed, and left to hold our family together. The early years were brutal. Jacob was 10, Mia 7, and Ethan just 4. I was a carpenter, working long hours to keep us afloat while juggling school runs and bedtime stories. My sister helped with childcare, but the emotional toll was mine to bear. Diane sent postcard for a while, then nothing. I heard she and Paul had moved to California. Living a flashy life while I scraped by, the kids' questions about her faded, replaced by a quiet resentment. I focused on giving them stability. Even as my own heart ached from her betrayal, I threw myself into being both parents. I coached Jacob's soccer team, helped Mia with her science projects, and taught Ethan to ride a bike. Money was tight, but I took on extra jobs, eventually started my own carpentry business. It grew steadily, and by the time the kids were in high school, we'd moved to a better house. I never remarried. Trust was hard to rebuild, but the kids became my world. Jacob went to college for engineering. Mia became a veterinarian, and Ethan pursued music. We'd survived Diane's abandonment, stronger for it. Then, 3 weeks ago, at 7 p.m. on a quiet Tuesday, there was a knock at my door. I opened it to find Diane, now 60, her face lined with age and regret. She looked small, nothing like the vibrant woman who'd left us. "John, I need to see my family," she said, voice trembling. I stared, incredulous. After 21 years of silence, she thought she could just show up. I didn't let her in. My kids, now adults, deserved to decide if they wanted her in their lives, not her. Diane's story spilled out on the porch. Paul had left her years ago, and she'd struggled ever since. Failed jobs, bad health, loneliness. She said she'd never stopped thinking about us, regretting her choice to chase a fleeting romance. I felt a flicker of pity, but it was drowned by anger. She destroyed our family, left me to raise 3 kids alone, and now expected what? Forgiveness. A reunion. I told her the kids would decide, and I'd respect their choice. I shut the door, my hand shaking. I called Jacob, Mia, and Ethan, explaining Diane's return. Jacob was livid, saying she had no right to disrupt our lives. Mia was quieter, torn between curiosity and hurt. Ethan, always a sensitive one, wanted to hear her out, but wasn't sure why. We arranged a meeting at a park, neutral ground. Diane showed up nervous, trying to hug them. They stepped back, their faces a mix of pain and detachment. She apologized, cried about her mistakes, but Jacob cut her off. "You chose him over us." "That's not a mistake. It's a decision." The kids laid into her, years of pent-up hurt pouring out. Mia asked why she never called, not even on birthdays. Ethan wanted to know how she could abandon him at 4, too young to understand. Diane's answers, shame, fear of rejection, didn't satisfy them. I stayed silent, letting them speak. They didn't know her closure. After an hour, Jacob walked away, saying he was done. Mia and Ethan followed. Diane begged for another chance, but they told her to write if she wanted contact. They weren't ready to forgive. I didn't hold back either. Back at the house, I told Diane how I'd rebuild our lives without her. I described the sleepless nights, the missed opportunities, the way I put the kids first while she lived for herself. She sobbed, but I felt no need to comfort her. Her choices had consequences, and we'd borne them for 21 years. I told her she could write to the kids, but my door was closed. She left, staying in a motel nearby, her plans unclear. The kids and I talked for hours after. Jacob said he felt lighter, like her return closed a chapter. Mia admitted she might reply to a letter, but only to understand, not to reconnect. Ethan was still processing, his music now filled with raw emotion. We agreed Diane's return didn't change who we were, a family forged in resilience. My business thrived. The kids were building their own lives, and we didn't need her to complete us. Diane's knock stirred old wounds, but also proved our strength. She expected a place in our lives, but she lost that right when she walked out. I don't know where she'll go next, and I don't care. My kids are my legacy, and we've built something unbreakable. Her betrayal destroyed our family once, but 21 years later, we're whole without her.